Now to tonight's special report tackling sexual harassment in the workplace. The Harvey Weinstein scandal in Hollywood seems to have exposed behaviour that many people knew about for a long time, but very few spoke about openly. Here in Australia, the Human Rights Commission is encouraging more women to come forward and report workplace abuse. But there are concerns that progress will be slow as long as there's a culture of silence and acceptance. Ruby Jones reports.
Nikki Keating knows what it's like to feel unsafe at work.
I'd say that the first hospitality job I ever worked in was the first time that I ever realised I was being sexually harassed.
Working at a bar in Brisbane, she was groped, leered at, propositioned and worse.
I was up at Main Bar one night and picked 2 drinks up off the bar, and a male patron pushed me against the bar with his fist against the small of my back, and because of the uniform that I was forced to wear, had access to a part of me that completely violated me.
When she tried to report it, her boss was no help.
When I said to him what had happened, he told me that I should feel fortunate that someone got lucky that night.
Assault and harassment at work is more common than you might think, and right now it's being talked about more than ever before. The Harvey Weinstein case was the catalyst for the Me Too social media movement. 1.7 million people took to platforms such as Facebook and Twitter to reveal their stories of being sexually harassed or abused. They included politicians from the European Parliament and US Congress.
He's chasing me around the desk, trying to get his hands on me.
Sports stars.
There's no easy way to tell you, but it's time.
And Australian women.
This sickness is not confined to the film industry.
The experience over in America and the increasing number of cases that we're seeing in this country as well is that it is increasingly normalising that experience for women.
Harmer's lawyers have been involved in some of Australia's most high-profile workplace harassment cases, including representing Christy Fraser-Kirk when she took on the former chief executive of David Jones, Mark McInnes.
I've got no comment yet, guys.
The firm says big cases bring attention and encourage other women to come forward.
The flip side of that, of course, is that it's not, no doubt, still it's not a perfect system. We're still in a situation where women who are taking a stand are still going to be subject to the publicity that comes along with that and the stresses and difficulties of litigation that go along with that process.
The Human Rights Commission estimates a third of women have been sexually harassed at work, but only 20% will make a complaint. Fear of scrutiny, job security and not being believed deter many women from taking legal action. But will the Harvey Weinstein backlash and #MeToo change that? The Commissioner says current laws are adequate, but is calling on leaders, particularly men, to change the culture of their workplaces. To get hard data on the scale of the problem, her office is about to launch its first nationwide survey since 2012.
In the last 5 years, there has been a realisation that despite best efforts and a lot of policies being put in place and training, that sexual harassment has continued.
In the Melbourne bar she works at now, Nikki is spearheading a zero tolerance campaign.
If we know our rights and others know what's inappropriate, we're not going to have a problem here. It's that simple.
She says while progress is slow, she's seeing attitudes change, one patron at a time. Ruby Jones, ABC News.